So, hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Scientist Blade, and I am Avinash. And today is the day 18 of learning data science, and I'm going to teach you data science. I am teaching you from scratch. And today, what we are going to discuss is we are going to discuss about date time format in Python. And till now, what we have discussed is we have already done with the introduction of Python, who was the programmer who developed it. We also discussed about the operators in Python. What are the different operators? We discussed about the data types in Python, numeric data types, int, float, Boolean, complex. We discussed about the sequential data types, which is list, tuples, strings. We discussed about non-sequential data types, sets, dictionaries, and these all things we have discussed. Right now, what we will discuss about the date time format in string. Date time format means if you wanna format your program, if you wanna format your output according to date and time, so how we will do that? Okay, so first, as you guys know, what I do, I just start with the mind map. Again, what is a mind map? Mind map is the pictorial representation of anything, of your data, or say your textbook, anything in a pictorial format and in a crisp manner. Because the notebook might be of 300 pages, but reading all those 300 pages in one go, it will be difficult for you. And we are humans, not a robot from Rajnikant movie. No, we are not. So we can't just scan the book and we will read it. No, it's not like that. We are humans. So for our better understanding, for the better understanding of anything, whether it's data, whether it's something written in textbook, we have a pictorial format accordingly, right? So as you guys know, what I will do is I will just open a Google Chrome, and in the Google Chrome, what I will do, I will just search for Python mind map. Okay, what I will do, I will search for Python mind map. So hi everyone, the meet got stopped suddenly, and I don't know, there was some network issues behind me, means like in my Wi-Fi, and I've corrected it just right now. So basically, we were discussing about the string formatting, and I was about to open the mind map. Okay, so let's just start with the things. And basically, I have opened the Google Chrome here, and here what I will do is I will search for Python mind map. I will just type here Python mind map, and I will hit the search button. Still my network is too slow. For that reason, like, it got disconnected in between. So meanwhile, what I will be doing is I will be opening my Anaconda Navigator. I will just opening Spider. Again, I suggest you guys to use Spider. Why to use Spider? Because it have various inbuilt features in it. And being a beginner, I suggest you guys to stick with the Spider, because Spider provides you every basic thing, and it generally helps you guys, whether it's regarding PyCharm or VS Code. No such feature is there. For example, which feature I am talking about? Okay, which features? See, if I will go in Explorer, I can see the variables names. I can see basically the array, these array. I can see it. And what all things I can see the directory, I can see the functions, I can see everything here. But in certain IDs like VS Code and PyCharm, we can't see it. And that doesn't mean that those IDs are bad. No, those IDs are excellent. But for a beginner, stick it to ID, this Spider. And how we can do this? How we can open a new file in Spider is just simple as Microsoft Word and Microsoft PowerPoint. You just guys just click on file and here new file. And in the new file, similarly, things will be. implemented. Okay, so what we are going to do, just let me check whether my network got corrected or not, whether it's being opened or not. So let's try one more time of typing Python mind map here. So here you can see it. And again, how to use Python mind map is same, as you can just double click on any of the cell. So what we did, we discussed about the introduction, we discussed about everything, we discussed about data types in Python, we have covered everything related to it. Now what we will do, or we will do date and time handling. Okay, so you guys can just read it. You can see that how in a crisp manner we are getting everything in a single page. See, when I open all these things, you can see that how brilliantly this things is being happened. What is the meaning of this percentage A? What is the meaning of percentage small a, capital A? What is the meaning of percentage D? What is the meaning of percentage small m? So you can see it, various things are there, right? And I want you guys to go through it, because you have these things on your screen. You can just search using Python manip and you can get all these things. Okay, so first, introduction to date and time in Python. Okay, so Python, as you guys know, that Python is a great language. It has numerous libraries, and within that numerous libraries, one library which is there, like we can handle the date and time efficiently, right? And again, how to do these things, what are the syntax, what is the line of code for doing this. Okay, so first what I will do, just I will write from date time import date. Okay, and let's see, so I'll execute this line. See, date and time is being successfully updated here. Okay, you can see it. Now let's move on to creating an object as a date. Okay, so what I will do, if I will just click here and if I'll press Control I, so Control I means I will get the all the information behind date and time, basically what is date and time and how it is. So these all things Spider provides it, which none other IDE does. Okay, so first of all, what is the international standard organization format for date and time? Okay, so when I will write ISO, full form for ISO is International Standard Organization. Okay, I've written it. Okay, and basically what's the format behind is, so it's year, then it's come month, and then it's come date. Okay, So this is the basically format for international standard organization. Okay, for IST, for Indian time zone, it's totally different. Okay, so what we will do, we will create one object here as obj, and just say that date dot from ISO format. For example, what's the date today? Today date is 2024. Okay, so what I will do, I will write 2025 year, and date for is today 9th of May, and I will write 2020. Sorry, my bad. It's uh fifth month. Okay. Now if I will execute this, and if I will print obj, so you can see here the date and time is being already printed here. Okay. So now let's take type of obj. Basically, what's the type of it? Okay. If I will run it, you can see the type is date and time. And within date and time, what is there? Particularly date is there. This is the date here. Okay. So I hope you guys have understood here that how we can import a date, how we can format the date here. Okay. Now just try changing it. Okay. I'm done doing some experiment, right? Try changing it. Try changing it in Indian Standard Time. In Indian Standard Time, I can show you guys what's the date here. 9/5/2025. First, it comes day, month, and year. Okay. So I will write day, month, and for example, year 2025. Now let's execute it to see whether it works or not. You can say that the invalid format is there. Again, why invalid format? Because I have told you guys that international standard organization follow this format. Okay, so we will discuss later how we can change it into Indian date and time and those all things. But right now you have to understand that what is international standard organization time, which is year, then comes month, and then comes day. Okay, now what we want to do, for example, if you want to update the date, right? So we will update the dates accordingly. Okay, so I will do it like obj. It's the same thing which we follow in tuple string or any data type or anything. If you want to include a function in that, you have to write that particular variable name in which certain algorithms or certain definition is being written for that variable. We have to only write the variable name. Then it comes the function at as replace. And what I want to replace is, I want to replace day is equal to, for example, 10. Okay. Now let's execute it. You can see the date and time. And if I will print obj here, okay, or basically I haven't stored it in obj. For you to store in obj, I have to write like this. Okay. Now if I will execute this, and if I'll execute it again, you can see the date changed here. Okay. So you can see accordingly. The day had been changed here. The day which is 25 10th September 2025. Okay. So basically it is 10th May 2025. I have changed it accordingly, right? Now, if I want to change it here, so what I will do, I will write obj dot, no, first I have to store in that particular variable itself. So I will write obj equal to obj dot replace function here, and within replace function I will write year equal to, for example, say 2024. Okay, now let's execute this and try printing it. Then you can see 5th of, oh sorry, 10th May 2024. We have successfully changed the year as well. If you want to change the month, okay, so now let's try that as well. Obj is equal to obj dot replace, and I will write here month. Month is equal to, for example, say 12. Okay, you can see the month basically it's been changed from 5th May uh, to 12th of 10th of December. So I hope you guys have understood what is ISO, what is date time, how we can import date from date and type module in Python. Okay, what is international organization, in international standard organization format, ISO format, what it is, how we can perform the certain dates, how we can replace the date according to our convenience, how we can replace the year, month, basically everything, right? So this was pertaining to dates. Okay, now let's move on to time. Okay, uh, time delta function demonstration. Okay, time delta function definition demonstration. Okay, now what we will do, you will use the current time. What is the current time now? Okay, so what I will do, I will just assign a variable here named as current time. Current time. And here what I will do, I will just do date time dot now function. It will give us the current time, date and time. But before that, I have to import a module which is from date and time, import date and time. Okay. So if I'm using this and when I will execute this, you can see that. So for current time, you have to import date and time. For only date, you have to import date from date and time module. For time, you have to import both here. Okay. So what I will do, I will try printing current time. Okay. Now let's print it. You can see here 5th of May, sorry, 9th of May 2025, and the current time is 7:30 p.m. 7:30, 11 seconds, and 7 to 9 milliseconds. So this is the current time, and this will change. For example, if I will execute this, if I will execute this, you can see the time changed from 11 seconds to 59 seconds. Okay. So I hope you guys are understanding it. What is that? Okay. Now, if you want to change this particular date and time into string, so what we will do? We will simply do the explicit conversion. Basically, what is explicit conversion? Explicit conversion is we change the data type in Python manually. By default, Python is a dynamic language. It understands the data type. But what if we want to change the data types? So what we will do it, right? So we will write simply str, sorry, my bad, I was writing in console. So I will write str and I will write current time. Okay. And if I will execute it, you can see it's being successfully changed into str. You can see the codes here in the start and at the end as well. Okay. Now, let's say if we wanna calculate the time which is from 1 year or 2 year from now, right? So for that, what we have to do? For that, what we have to do it? So we will write another code for that. Just I want you guys to keep a focus in this. Okay. And I hope you guys are making the running notes, because I don't want you guys to just sit on your sofa or in bed and just watch these videos. No, it's not for this purpose. I want you guys to learn something, and for that you have to keep making the running notes. It's not that much tough to maintain it, because I'm going too slow. Okay, so I hope you are maintaining it, because it will help you guys. Okay, and my job is to help you, unless you do it yourself, because I can't just jump into the screen and I will pull your collar out and I will tell you ki just do it, just write it. No, no, no. How can I do that? Right? I can only tell you guys to just do these things. So why to do these things? Because you will learn it much faster, and it will not make you feel sleepy. Because while watching the videos, you might get a sleep, you might get a nap, and will not you will not understand anything. So for you guys to keep from sleep, for you guys to keep attentive, I want you guys to write it. Keep making the running notes. For that purpose, I want you to do, right? So what I will do it, I will just, for example, I will write, for example, I have to calculate future dates. Okay. So what I will do for that, I will assign another variable named as future dates. I can write any variable name. It's not necessary that I have to write future date itself, but for you guys to understand yourself much better, I'm writing this. Okay. Now, in future date, what I will write here is, do you guys remember what's our current time? The current date, it's this, right? So I will just copy this thing. I will just paste it here, and just be attentive here. I will write plus, and I will use a function called time delta. Okay. I will use a function time delta, and I am adding that time delta function in my current time. And within that time delta function, what I will write? For example, I want to calculate date for 2 years. Okay. I want to calculate date for 2 years. So in a year, how many days are there? It's 365, right? If you want to calculate date after 2 years, then that is 365 into 2. Okay. Which is eventually 730, right? So I will write here days equal to 730. Okay. Now let's execute it. Oh, time delta is not defined here. So I have to again import time delta here. Sorry, my bad. From date and okay, import time delta. Okay. Now if I'll execute this, now if I'll execute this and if I will print here, print future date, and if I'll execute this line of code, then you can see it. Let me print the current date now for the better understanding of your guys. Okay. Now just let's execute this line. So you can see here, it was 2025. Now it's 2027, and everything is same like a mirror. You can see everything is same. Only thing which changed is the year. After 2 years, what will be the time? Okay. So this was regarding the particular time which is being there. Again, time means it will include day also. Why? Because when you will say to anyone, what's the current time now, right? So if you're sitting in India, you will say, okay. And if you are talking someone over a call, you will say, okay, right now it's 7:30. But what if you are in an international call, in an international Zoom call, you will not say 7:30, right? You will say 9th of May, 7:30 evening, PM. And for example, if they are 6 hours ahead, then what they will tell? They will tell it's 10th of May here and it's 12 a.m. right now, right? So they will say that. So you have to be specific. But again, if you want to be specific about time only, not the date, not the day, then we have another module from date and time. I am repeating, if you want to calculate some specific time, which will not include the date, for that there is a specific module from date and time. Again, what is that module? That module is timestamp. Okay. So what I will write here, I will, my bad, here I will just write import time. Okay. Import time. Okay. And I have executed this line of code. And here I will write date dot from timestamp time dot time dot time function. Okay. What I have done? Firstly, I have imported date and time from date and time. Then I have imported date time here. Then if I wanna look for a specific time, which will not include the date and day, some specific time right now, what's the time here? So for that, I am importing module called time. And if you wanna see what this particular function does, what this particular module does, so I will just press Control plus I. And if I will put Control plus I, you can see here, you can see the whole documentation. And these things you can't get on any other ID. For that reason, being a fresher, being some beginner, I suggest you guys to just stick with the things, or just stick with uh, Spider ID as well. Okay. So if I'll execute this line of code, then, and if I will print it, okay, just let me include in this print statement. Okay, you can see here the current date is being printed. Sorry, my bad. Here, what we are doing, we are printing the current date, and you can do the same way, just like this. But here, what you were doing, you were mentioning the date here itself. But here, we are getting the day automatically. Okay, we are not using anything specific. We are not writing the date manually. The date is being imported automatically here. Okay. So my bad. I'm repeating. It wasn't for time. It was for date. And if we don't have to write the date manually, we have to just extract the date automatically from a Python code, then we can follow this. Okay. Now what I will do it, we will move on to the next thing. The next thing is if you want to extract, okay, if we want to extract something from date, so what we will do, you can see here in percentage a, basically what percentage A means. Percentage A means we will be able to extract the week names in a abbreviated form, not full day. So I want you guys to just understand this because we are going to apply in our next code these things. We are going to apply it. So understand this basically what these things is. For that reason, okay. So now again I will open my Spider ID and I will write here date time obj or date time. I will write date date time and I will write date time dot date time. What I am doing from date time module, from date time module, I am calling a function within the date time module, which is date time itself. Okay, and within here, I will write date time dot str time. Okay, so what I did here from date time module, from date time module, I implemented this particular function. Okay, and what I will write here, I will write first of all, uh, just let me import date and time because again it will show the error. So I will import date and time. Okay. And here what I will do, I will just mention a date here. Okay. In S, for example, just enter this date itself. Just enter this. Just copy this and enter it here. Okay. We will be using here itself what the basically this function will do it. Right. I'll just start with the brackets and I will write here S. I've written the particular string in which the date and time is being stored. I've written those string name and I will write percentage %y. Percentage %y, what it does, it extracts the year. Okay. I hope you guys have seen here in the mind map what percentage %y does. It extracts the year, right? What M does, what H does. So we will be doing the same thing. Okay, so just keep focus, keep making notes, capital Y. Then what I will write slash here, hyphen, and I will write percentage M. Percentage M, it will show me the month. Then I will write the particular day of today. Okay, I want a abbreviated form, so I am writing small d. Okay, then what I will do, I will write percentage H. Percentage H. Okay, and these things you have to keep it in the quotes. Percentage H, then I will write here percentage M, then I will write percentage S, then I will write percentage F accordingly. F here what means we will take the floating values as well. Okay, we will do this thing. And what here M means? M means we are taking the month. Sorry, we are taking the minutes. Month is for this. This M is for minutes. Okay. Basically, this will be the small m for month and capital M for minutes. Now let's execute it. Okay. Oh, sorry, my bad. So you can see a date and time does not match. Why they didn't match? Because here I put in a hyphen here, which is not needed. Okay, and when I will execute this, you can see that see, this was the function which we were trying to do. We were implementing this percentages, then it was a semicolon here, right? For that reason, it was not getting operated. Okay, so I wanna put here the colon symbol, the colon. Okay, now let's try appropriating. Again, why did it match? What was the reason for it? It's okay, okay, okay. It was there. Then percentage wise slash percentage. Perhaps I shouldn't give a space here. Now let's executing it. Yeah. So basically it was for some extra spaces, and if I will not print it, bring date and time, then you can see what is the current date and time now. Okay. We have extracted everything from this string as a date and time. Okay. So we will be stopping here, and tomorrow what we will be discussing about, we will be discussing more functions pertaining to date and formatting thing. So what we have discussed today, we have discussed how we can import the date and time module. From date and type module, how we can import date, how we can import time, how we can import current date and time, and again how we can uh, extract the current time here, and from a string containing time, how we can extract the certains, hour, minutes, and dates. We have discussed all things now, and now it's rest up to you. I want you guys to practice it at least 500 to 1000 lines of code, because again I say, learning Python, learning any programming language is like learning how to drive a car, how to swim by just watching the YouTube videos. And you can't learn it by just watching those videos. You have to jump into the car, you have to jump into the pool. Similarly, you have to jump into the ID and do all these things, right? So let's meet at the same time tomorrow at 7 p.m. and we will discuss again about the things. So till then, you guys just keep practicing it, keep shining. Goodbye, good night, take care, Jai Hind.